Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube. Hey guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi guys, so I'm Himanshi Goyal and welcome back to my YouTube channel Bees and Baubles, and today I'm here to talk about one of the most requested questions on my Instagram DMs, which is about the Gokarna property. And I'm here to tell you all the details about this property because trust me, there are a lot of things that I want to share with you guys. So let's get into the video. So before I get into this video, I want to tell you guys that this property is like sort of a very exclusive and hidden. Like they don't promote the property that much, and I don't think a lot of people know about this property. I mean, as far as I have seen. So even I got to know about this property through my best friend Dipanshi, with whom I went on the trip. So thanks to her that I got to experience this beautiful property. And the name of the property, which I still haven't disclosed, is Kahani Paradise. So it's Kahani Paradise in Gokarna. So first things first, how to reach the property. There are multiple options actually. So if you are traveling from Goa, you can take a cab, and I guess you can also take a train. I am not sure about the train because I took a cab from Goa and it took us 5 hours to reach the property. If you are coming via flight, then the closest airport is Goa Airport, and from there it takes you 3 hours. But if you are inside Goa, which like we were inside Goa, so from there it takes you around 5 hours to reach the property. A lot of people also come from Bangalore. So if you are coming from Bangalore side, it takes you on an average around 8 to 10 hours, again by car. So once you reach near the property, you have to call a staff member to come and take you to the exact location, because the property is, like as I said, is a very hidden sort of a property, and there are no signboards, there are no arrow marks or nothing like that, and you have to take their help, and they'll come and they'll take you through that hidden sort of a path, that Kacha road, and which is like a 15-minute journey, and that's how you'll reach the property. We were welcomed by coconut water and wet towels, and they also tied a gajra on our hand, which was so cute. And the staff, as soon as we entered the property, the staff was so warm, and it really just felt like home when we reached the property. This property is owned by a British family, and it's a 13-year-old property, but they only started welcoming guests just like 3 years back in 2017. So they actually took 10 years to build this whole place, which you can see when you enter, because the whole place has a very vintagey Rajasthani sort of a vibe. The doors, if you see, and all the plants and all the pots, everything has a very Rajasthani vibe, I would say. So let's talk about the room. I absolutely loved the room I was staying in. It was so spacious. I loved the colors, the vibe of the room, and the bathroom was huge. So even though you are in a remote area of Gokarna, you can still experience luxury at its best, because it is extremely expensive. Kahani has only 5 rooms, which makes it again all the more exclusive. And as far as my experience has been, all the 5 rooms are mostly fully booked, so you need to book well in advance whenever you are planning to go. The best part about this place is that they have 24/7 pool, and they also have another pool which is at the Sunset Point. Both of the pools are extremely amazing, and I love, like, any property which has pool is like has my heart. So we actually took a dip every night before dinner, and it was literally the best experience. It was like literally swimming under the stars. So the best experience that I could ever ask for. This property is also pet friendly, and they have their in-house pet, which is a cute beagle named Alex, and you will find him mostly near the main gate. So let's talk about food. Since you are in a remote area of Gokarna, you don't have a lot of options to go to the beach or have a meal. So mostly all of your meals would be at this property, especially dinners and breakfast, because breakfasts are very early, and by the time of dinner you can't really commute to any other place. That is why lunch you can still go to the beach and have. The only thing that was a little problematic was the food options were really limited for vegetarians and vegans especially, but the staff was kind enough to actually prepare meals out of their menu just for us, so definitely appreciate that. This place is also high on sustainability, and if you know me, you know I love places which have a sustainable outlook towards guests. So they have no plastic policy all throughout the property. There were no plastic bottles or anything packaged in plastic. They also cook and produce all their meals fresh. They also have a rain water harvesting system, and through which they water all their plants and trees, which are literally hundreds and hundreds of them all throughout the land that they own. So while you are there are a lot of things that you can do, like you can experience their amazing spa, which I really wanted to, but I did not get enough time to experience the spa. There's also a tennis court, which is a professional tennis court, so if you fancy some tennis time, you can definitely go there. And these guys also arrange little tours for you, like there's a lighthouse tour which you can take in the morning, and then they also have like a boat tour and a lot of activities like that which you can definitely experience. We just went to the beach on both the days, which is something you can do as well. But the staff makes it their duty and responsibility to make your stay worthwhile. They are extremely sweet, and I absolutely loved interacting with a couple of them. I remember one named Darshan. He was so sweet. Like, if you are watching this video, please say hi. I absolutely loved how you treated us, and you were extremely helpful throughout our stay. I will never forget it. And also Vicky, the manager, was very good at his work, and he also made us feel at home. So definitely the staff, I would give 10 on 10. We went to Paradise Beach on one of the days, which is like a 10-minute trek from the property, but it took me 30 minutes because I'm extremely scared of the mountains and trekking, but the trek was definitely worth the view of the beach. There were literally no people there, just 10 to 15 people at max, and the beach was beautiful. The sunset was beautiful, which I am sure if you follow me on Instagram you saw, but I am attaching all the videos here, so you'll see, and let me know if the view was worth the fear of trekking. I think it was. So the next day we went to the main beach, and the manager of this property was kind enough to drop us to the beach point in his jeep, so really thankful for that. And we had a nice time at the beach. It was really secluded, again, not a lot of people. I also bought some anklets from this beach. So guys, as I said, it is an expensive property, but if you are in a mood to splurge a little and go on a little luxury vacation, this place is definitely worth it. You can go for a 2 or 3 day trip, and you will literally feel very rejuvenated and relaxed after going to this place. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please leave a comment below and like, share and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in my next